100 years ago, if you were standing where I am standing just now, you would be watching a group of construction workers building a building. Not just any building. It would be eventually a large building containing 40,000 square feet. Who were these workers? Well, they were the Gospel Trumpet Company family. This family essentially was a communal type group that had been living in Moundsville, West Virginia. They were essentially very unhappy there because the city of Moundsville had refused to bring out the electric power that they needed to run the Gospel Trumpet Company plant, which published the first publication of the Church of God, which was the Gospel Trumpet. In 1917, however, the company decided to pay salaries. As soon as salaries were paid, all of these wonderful people moved out, built their own cottages or rented their own homes, and it left the building empty. At that time, another important thing happened, and that was the development of a school that would be supported by the Church of God. And so for about 50 years, this young school began to develop, began to train workers for the church. Then it became a college. And at the end of 50 years, it had been a place of memory. I think where we are standing is a holy place in many ways because it was built with the hands of our forefathers who received no salary for what they were doing. They did it out of dedication to the life of the church, which meant so much to them. The second reason that it's holy ground is because as the years went by, it was a very, very special place for all of us who went to school there. In the earliest days, we said goodbye to our friends who went off to fight in the First World War. We also, in the early days, welcomed back the people who were still left, who came back to study in this building. We had our classes there, we ate there, we slept there, we played there. This was our home. It was all done in essentially one building. Now, one of the most interesting parts of the building was a large lobby at the bottom of this great staircase that came down from the 4th floor. And it was a great place to meet your girl. It was a great place to socialize, marvelous place for the clubs to come and sing their songs. That was the place that we came when we lost Martin Luther King. That is the place we came when our president was shot. It was a place to gather, to build the energy, to march down around the town and speak our mind for civil rights. But also in that old building was a place of worship. It was the place where we met to praise the Lord and to renew our commitments to the Lord and to think of our lives in terms of what we could do with our education to build the kingdom and to make the world a better place. And those of us that went to school in those days, Anderson College will always be Old Main.